Hey, what's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. And what normally would be New Magazine Monday is obviously not Monday. It's Friday, April 4th. So it's kind of a mix up between New Magazine Monday, weekend events Wednesday, and what the hell? Let's put it on a Friday and have a good time. But we've been out on the road all week long, putting out magazines. The brand new April issue number 231. No, wait, 321. I'll get it right one of these years. Is on the street, spent all week long putting them out there, and there's still a couple getting delivered by our salespeople. But if you're looking for the new issue, it is out there. Get out there and get it. It's a pretty damn good issue, if I don't say so myself. Now, if you are looking to get up to date on everything the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine is doing, it's not that hard, guys. You can always pick up the magazine at our biker-friendly locations, or you can sign up to get the email blast, text blasts, and stuff like that to keep up digitally right on your phone. If you want to do that kind of thing, all you got to do is go to our website. It looks a lot like this, fullthrottlemagazine.com. And if you scroll down, you'll see this month's cover. You can read up on that, or you can go down and click on the subscribe to our events and news updates button. It'll take you to a little page that looks like that. Isn't that magic? That's absolutely magic. So I'm going to click on this and hope nothing pops up on that screen. So I am going to put this link in the comments box so that you guys can click on it without any delay. And I'm sorry about this, Instagram. Again, they don't let the links go through, but if you're on our YouTube page, if you're on our Facebook page, you can pick this up. There's Stephanie Hans, straight first one through the gate. Appreciate you having me on. Where's Pops today? Where's Pops? But if you're looking at now, if you sign this stuff up, you can get emailed or texted or both, and that way you'll get our weekend events updates on time on Wednesday, right to your computer, right to your phone, and you can keep up. Otherwise, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get on here and listen to me talk about everything, or do it the old-fashioned way and pick up the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine at a biker-friendly location in the Carolinas. Now, speaking of which, this issue is, like I said, the April issue is sponsored by our friends at Springer's, which is a biker bar in Greensboro, North Carolina. Springer's is all about community, veterans, cold drinks, and good times. Now, this is their 5th anniversary, April of 2025. Don't mind that it says May on the cover. That's our little April Fool's joke. But the April issue is for their 5th anniversary, and they'll be having that party later on in April. But man, get out there and pick up this magazine. It is slam full of great information. Information on Springers. The cruising counter is absolutely blown up, and we'll get to this weekend's events here in just a little bit. But like I said, man, just pages on pages of information, features on A1 cycles, S&S vintage build, just all kinds of stuff, page after page of deals and everything like that. So you want to get out there and pick it up so you can keep up with everything that's going on. Plus, Myrtle Beach Bike Week information has hit this issue, so make sure you don't miss out on all this stuff. I won't ruin it by posting the entire magazine on there. That way you guys get out there and see it for yourself. But that's, like I said, been putting that out all week long. And going into the weekend, we'll get to the events. But as promised, we have special guests on this event update video. God almighty, it is Friday. It feels like Monday because I can't talk. But the deal is, guys, we've always got something going on, and this is another big weekend in the Carolinas. So before we get to those events, let's bring our special guest on today. If you'll hang with me, we'll be back in 1 second, and we'll get right to it. And with any good live video, there's always problems. And what's happened today is Mark Hendrix, the GM at Tobacco Roads Harley-Davidson, is a very, very busy man, and at the last minute has been pulled away on business. And the good news is we have the ever so easier to look at Cassidy Wood, who is their marketing manager, that will fill in his stead. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Lincoln?
Hey, can't complain. Can't complain.
It is Friday. Can't complain
right.
about that.
That's right. And sooner or later, I'll be able to speak right, and we'll get right through this this whole section here. But here's what we've got going on, everybody. Man, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson always doing great things in the middle of the motorcycle community, and they've got a lot of great things going on right now, including a giveaway and some stuff going on for the King of the Baggers. But we want to start with this Caniacs bike giveaway, which is coming up real soon because you're running out of time on this one, isn't that right, Cassidy?
Yeah, we're going to be giving this away at the game on April 13th. So just a few days away. There's still time to enter.
There is still time to enter, and this is a beautiful bike now. This is a collaboration between Tobacco Road, Law Tigers, Shiny Side Paint, and the Carolina Hurricanes. You guys have been doing this. So this is like a fourth or fifth bike, right?
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while.
Yep, it's killer, and it's a different bike every year, tastefully painted by Shiny Side. So here's the look at it here, and anybody that's not on Instagram, I just threw the link in the comments box there, so you can click on that link. It's a really easy thing just to sign up, and you could win this brand new beautiful motorcycle. And you also get tickets to the hockey game, right?
Yes, you do.
That's awesome. Every year I go like, hey, guys, if you got an extra spot, I'll come hang out with you. I'll take the pictures. It never seems to happen. They get a suite. It's a beautiful thing. But check this out. There's what's the mascot's name over there?
Stormy.
There's Stormy in the bike, and Ashley from Shiny Sides right in the middle. I'm not sure who are these other ladies that are pictured here.
So over on the right, that is our female technician, Jameson. She's who put in all of the grunt work on this bike. She built this thing up so beautifully. And then the other woman on the left is Katie. She's our lead detailer. So she's the one who cleaned it all up afterwards and is making sure it's beautiful.
Very, very cool. So like I said, they've been pumping this around for a couple months now. And look at this. I pulled this up. These are not decals on this bike. I want to go ahead and say Shiny Side Ashley has done such a great job over the years painting these bikes, and once again this year, look at this. Those aren't decals. That's painted stuff on there. It's a beautiful bike. Can be yours. There's no charge.
Nope.
No. So all you gotta do is go follow the link that's in the comments right there. It doesn't hurt anything. Just takes a second, and you can sign up for this Carolina Hurricanes bike. It's a one of one. And when you win, you'll be also included in the hockey game at the suite. They take you out on the ice and everything.
If you're there,
you should be there. This is ridiculous. I'll tell you what. See, this is the other thing, and I've signed up for it. So I'm saying like right now, if you want somebody to go out on the ice, just pick my name. Because I'll be there. I'll dress in all.
I can guarantee somebody will be out on the ice to win it.
Yeah, I mean. Well, that and like if you give me an extra shot, can I take a shot on goal for like an extra $1,000?
I don't know about all that, but I'll have to call and see.
It was worth a shot, guys. It's worth a shot, but the bottom line is you need to take that link and go sign up for your last minute chance on that. The other deal is while we're doing these weekend events, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson always has events going on every single weekend just about. This weekend, we've got a special deal. For those of you who know, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson is the successor, words coming out, of Ray Price Harley Davidson. So they've got a rich history in motorcycle racing, and they've picked that back up this year by sponsoring the King of the Baggers race bike this year. Tell us a little bit about how did y'all get back involved in this?
Oh gosh, you know Mark. Everybody knows Mark. He's got his hands everywhere. But it just kind of happened. It just kind of fell in our lap, and it was a great opportunity. We're excited to get back into racing and be, I believe, the only dealership who's sponsoring a King of the Baggers race bike. So that's pretty exciting.
It's incredibly impressive. And whenever this came down the pipe, I was like, holy crap, you're right. Mark really does have his finger in many pies here, and this is impressive to get back on the track with this. This is going to be a local dealership that's going all over the U.S. With this, and bringing racing back to the Carolinas in a big way. And as you look at that beautiful wrap job they've got out of it. This is at the dealership, isn't it?
It is for this weekend. The team is actually out there right now putting the bike all together in it. If you want to stop by and say, hey, they're out there currently.
That's awesome. Now, and on top of that, guys, and we'll go over this in detail again later on, but it's always nice to hear it from the source. This weekend, you guys have a couple things, honestly, because you start off with a pancake breakfast, right?
All sorts of things. Yep. So right at 9 a.m., we've got fresh pancakes off the grill. We're going to do the meet and greet with the Mad Monkey team. Max is actually in Atlanta racing this weekend. So we have a huge blow up that we put in the dealership floor and watch the race footage all day. What even else?
Yeah. Watch party for that and get the race team there to sign autographs and stuff like that. And because you had me at pancakes anyway, pancakes at 9 a.m. and stay for the rest of the day, get everything signed up and everything like that.
Yep, we've got some great sponsors for the day. So we partnered with Art Moto Fest, who we partnered with last year. They've got some cool goodie bags with Wall Tigers again, and free Chick-fil-A for lunch. So you really can't beat it.
So now we've turned this into an all-day event. You might as well get up, ride over there and have pancakes, have Chick-fil-A, watch the race, get stuff signed, buy a motorcycle. That's always the goal. That's it. Well, while we're there, there's nothing,
you could get one to match Max out there. It could be yellow.
Absolutely. Just don't have it. Don't try to do Max's moves.
That is professionals only, guys.
That's right. That's right. It's a closed course. Professionals only. Do not try this at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. Now Max will be coming to the dealership to do signings personally, right? And that was come up later in the season, correct?
Yep. So here in the next couple of months, we'll have him here personally to do some signing. For this weekend, though, it's just the whole team that'll be out there in the parking lot. So
yeah, no, very cool. And I was gonna say, there he is in the bottom picture, signing autographs, doing his thing. It's gotta be so hard to be a rock star like that, and get to race all day and stop and sign autographs, man.
Fans.
Yeah, no, but it's so cool that you guys are bringing that to Raleigh, to the dealership and promoting racing in that way.
We've really been loving it. We've also got a big trip coming up to Atlanta. Somebody can win and come have VIP access with us for the next race.
Oh, very cool. When what's the date of that race?
Oh gosh, you put me on the spot here.
I have to ask. Okay, wait, back up. How do we sign up for this?
So there are a couple of ways. You can come into the dealership, just sign your name. That one's totally free. If you buy a bike, you get 15 extra entries. Or if you purchase anything in motor clothes or parts, you get an entry for every transaction.
Very cool. So again, this Saturday, when you're there for the day,
exactly,
I would go ahead and sign up and then buy a bike and get 15 extra and then buy some motor clothes and because there's lots of anyway.
Entries.
Right. More chances, the better the odds,
Exactly.
Right on. Well, it sounds like a great day. And it sounds like really we're going to go over the rest of these events. But the place to be this weekend is going to be Tobacco Road, Harley-Davidson.
Always.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to add to it before we get to the rest of the events this weekend?
I think that's it. Thanks for having me out, though.
No, absolutely. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. And again, like I said, get over there. The link is in the comments for the shiny side painted Caniacs bike that is presented by Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, Law Tigers, Shiny Side, and the Carolina Hurricanes. And then this weekend, make sure you get out there to hang out with the race crew, get signed, and get more chances for this upcoming April race in Atlanta.
You really put me on the spot. I think it's May.
Okay. She's the one that really knows. So when you go by,
when you enter, you'll see the date that it is.
There you go. Well, I apologize for putting you on the spot again. But like I said, appreciate your time. Let's get on to more events, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you. Take it easy. And there you have it. I'm telling you what, Tobacco Road, Harley-Davidson, just always in the middle of everything, doing big stuff. And it's just, that's where you want to be, man. There's motorcycling is racing, and racing is motorcycling. So make sure you check that out. So let's get to the rest of this weekend's events. The events list that we're going to go over is it should be in your email box. It should be in your text messages. It should be in your hand with the brand new magazine, but there's the link right there that you can follow along at home and take a look at this stuff with us. If I can get the right screen up. Oh, there it is. All right. So this weekend's events is going to look a lot like this on your screen when you open that link. Featuring one of our good buddies, Cam Zimmerman. He was featured in last month's magazine as well, but I just happened upon this picture when I was putting it together. And let's talk about this weekend's events. Starting off on Saturday. Now, this is an ongoing event, but the technical date for it is Saturday, April 5th. Dale's Wheels Through Time's museum that runs their Founders Day is Saturday, April 5th. Now they opened on the 3rd for the year, but this is a big day, man, and everybody's going to be there. Hell, we'll be out there checking it out too. The Wheels Through Time Museum is just an absolutely magical place. If you guys have never been to this is just a great place. If you love old motorcycles, if you like motorcycle history, Americana, it's just amazing. So make sure you check that out. They're going to be going starting this at 10 a.m. and Matt Waxler is usually there these days, and they go through and they start up motorcycles and they show you everything about it. If you've got a question, you just got to ask somebody, and they'll load you up with more information than you need to know about these old motorcycles. But it is a very, very impressive museum. Something you need to go check out. Stop by and see us. It's going to be a great weekend. This is opening weekend, so there'll be a lot of people there to check it out. And also this weekend, April 5th, annual NC Dream Ride will be starting out at Down Home Harley Davidson. The registration for that's going to be 9:30 a.m. with kickstands up at 11. It's $20 a rider, $10 for the passengers, and is presented by Iron Legacy MC. It also benefits the Special Olympics. Very cool stuff. Go out there and get on that. Down Home Harley Davidson hosting that one. The Forge Brotherhood MC Orphan Run will be starting out of Independence Harley Davidson in Matthews, North Carolina. This is a change of address for them. They're usually down the road, but this year they're starting off at Independence Harley Davidson. So if you're familiar with this event, make sure that you're going to Independence instead of the previous starting points. It's going to be 11 a.m. for the start of this one. That's all they give you. They don't even give you a registration time. Just 11 a.m. So you might want to be a couple minutes early. It's $20 for single, $25 for double, and it benefits Sacred Selections. So make sure you check that out. Good folks running that one. Worth a ride. Cox's Harley Davidson in Asheboro, North Carolina is having a mystery ride. It's very mysterious. But one thing I saw on the thing was that they are starting this at 5:15 p.m. Let the mystery continue. It's a mysterious ride. It's named the Mystery Ride, and it's got a mysterious starting time. So join them as they ride into the unknown. That's Cox's Harley Davidson in Asheboro, North Carolina. Cleveland Draft House in Garner, North Carolina is going to be hosting the 4th annual Mike Dorman Memorial Dart Poker Run. Very cool guy. Mike was, man, we had the pleasure of knowing him and working with Military Missions in Action. It was a shame to have lost the man and his vision. But that's the way it goes sometimes. And here is a good chance to remember him with this Memorial Poker Run. Like I said, starting out the Cleveland Draft House in Garner, North Carolina, it's going to benefit Military Missions in Action. It's $20 for rider, $10 passenger. There's going to be ride, prizes, food raffle, 50-50, and all kinds of good times. So make sure you check that out there. And I thought it was such a great idea that I put it in there twice. So then we skip down to what we were just talking about with Cassidy. Thank the Lord she was able to get on there with us with Mark's busy schedule. But this is Tobacco Road Harley Davidson this weekend, starting off with that pancake breakfast at 9 a.m. and leading right into the Mad Monkey signing day. Max will not be there because, of course, he'll be racing, but they'll have the race team there and they'll sign everything for you. They're also going to have the viewing party of the race, and free food by Chick-fil-A. So that's pretty awesome. Make sure you get out there. Tobacco Road, Harley-Davidson, Raleigh, North Carolina, in the state's capital. The Guardians of the Children, Gastonia, are having their spring Kappa ride this Saturday as well, starting off at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell, North Carolina. Registration's at 9:30 for that one. First bike out at 11 a.m. It's $20 per hand, and you get a meal for that. So that's pretty cool. So make sure you check them out. Guardians of the Children Kappa ride, spring Kappa ride this weekend at Full Throttle Power Sports. Saturday again, 7 Sabres Brotherhood annual Jamie's Wings Murrow Mountain Ride. They're going to start off at the Angier Clock Tower in West Angier, North Carolina. I believe it's in Angier. Registration is at 9 a.m. Kickstands up at 10 a.m. There's a $15 minimum donation. So make sure you check that out. 7 Sabres, man, always got something going on. They've got their Angier Bike Fest coming up, and they do some bike nights over there in that area too. Cool group of folks that's nice to catch up with. Also Saturday, April 5th, the Sandhill Bike Blessing, and I believe that's 13 if my Roman reading goes well. Number 13 for them there, Freedom Biker Church in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now, this is a big event, man. They have a lot of vendors. People come in from all around. This ends up being a huge event. It's a humdinger, if you will. Bike blessing, food, door prizes, music vendors, event T-shirts, and grand prize giveaway. So make sure you check that out. It's always a good thing in the beginning of the season to go get your bike blessed, and here is your chance to go do that with Freedom Biker Church Fayetteville. Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson, always something going on. Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson, they're having the Buffalo Soldiers this weekend on the grill, which to you means they got free food. Generally speaking, they got some free beers floating around there too. This is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson. Make sure you get out there, and if you'll see at the bottom of their ad like this, they've got something every weekend. And on top of that, some great stuff, good motorcycles in there. Make sure you stop by and see them. New River Harley-Davidson is having their 3rd annual Riding Past Cancer event. Registration for that is 10 a.m. It's going to cost $20 or to add $10 to that with a passenger, but there's going to be light refreshments. And it's hosted by the Richland Bus Drivers Association. So make sure you check that out if you're in the Jacksonville area. Bulldog Harley-Davidson's having their Rolling Laconia party at their location in Smithfield, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. with food trucks, free beer with the Bulldog Divas, Bulldog Babes. It's Doghouse Divas at their other location, Bulldog Babes at this one. Either way, you're going to want to go get some free beer from those ladies, hang out with them. That Rolling Laconia is a cool promotion while you're there. Sign up for that. So let's effing ride. April 5th, 3rd annual Spring Bash Poker Run is going to be at Crickets in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. This is the registration on that's 9:30 a.m. But don't worry, because they're not going to leave until 11 a.m., which better suits my time frame. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm trying to get a couple extra winks there on Saturday morning. Even on a beautiful day, I'm not trying to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So kickstands are up at 11 a.m. for that. It's $25 for a bike, $10 with a passenger, or extra for the passenger. It does include a meal, though. They got cash prizes for the best and worst hand. Chinese auction, 50-50 raffles, awards for club with most participants. All kinds of great stuff going on there. Make sure you check it out. Also, April 5th, this is all Saturday still. 9/11 Veterans Benefit Ride out of Boneyard Harley-Davidson in Winterville, North Carolina. Kickstands up at 11 a.m. for that ride. Free food and beverages, benefits, homes for our troops out of Boneyard Harley-Davidson. The Eastside Riders Day Party and Sound Competition will be out of Thunder Roads Harley-Davidson in Danville, Virginia, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., $20 to enter the sound show. And they'll also have vendors, which sounds like the place to be right there, the vendors. Let's see. Rivertown RC 8th annual anniversary party is going to be at their clubhouse in Conway, South Carolina, 2 p.m. until the last person falls, apparently. Live music, food, and fun at the Rivertown Riders, man. Make sure you go check that out if you're in the Conway area. Those boys like to ride and party, and you should go hang out with them. 7th annual Ride for Autism is at Harley Shop, the Harley Shop at the beach in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Sorry, I thought I saw a typo, which isn't, don't sound so stoked. About what? About what? Free deer? It is that time of year. Look at this. Look at this. I stay away from the comments for a minute, and then I'm caught up with my peanut gallery. Yes, free deer. Look, man, look, deer love corn. It's that time of year. They are migrating. You gotta watch the dusk and the dawn, but that's a different story. And I'm always stoked. I'm stoked about everything. I'm stoked about everything, but not everything. Let's get back to it here. The Gleam team, by the way, guys, if you need mobile detailing, make sure you check them out. Go on there and like and subscribe on their YouTube page as well. The 7th annual Ride for Autism is at the Harley Shop at the beach, north of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Registration at 11 a.m. Now they're talking. That's what I'm talking about there. Registration 11 a.m. Kickstands up at 1 p.m. I can definitely make that ride. $20 a rider, $5 for passenger. It's an escorted ride. They've got free coffee. That's 2 for me right there. Free coffee and a later registration and appetizers. Autism awareness pins while they last. No jokes, guys. DJ 50/50 after party with free food, live music, and door prizes. Cool party right there, man. Make sure you go out there and hang out with the folks at the Harley Shop at the beach. It will be a good time. The CVMA Chapter 34-1 annual spring ride is going to be at the Beaver's Den in Liberty Hill, South Carolina. This Saturday, it's going to be registration at 9:30 a.m. The military guys, they can get up early. They do that kind of thing. First bike out is at 10:40 a.m. Not 10:45, not 11, 10:40 a.m. It's $20 for a rider for that one, but they're going to have beer, music, vendors, 50/50, and the proceeds go to help veterans in Midlands. So make sure you check that out right there. Look at that, Ronnie Quinn just joined over there on Instagram. Good to see you on here, brother. I missed you at the swap meet because I wasn't there, man, but hopefully you guys had a good time, and we'll see you soon. Last event for Saturday is the Child Abuse Awareness Month and Denim Jacket Drive at the VFW Post 10420, which is in Myrtle's Inlet, South Carolina. And this is going to be presented by Baca. Let's see, they're going to have free lunch, music, auction, and there's even a rain date, even though it's inside. Go figure. Then Sunday, April 6th, we do have a couple little things to talk about there. Starting off at Bigfoot Bar and Grill, they're having their Sunday Fun Day, 1 to 4 p.m. live music, food, and beverages available. Apparently, Second Wind is going to be playing, which I've seen them boys play out there before, and I've seen them at Double D's and a couple other places. Put on a pretty good show. Make sure you check them out right there at Bigfoot Bar and Grill in Troy, North Carolina. Sunday, that's Sunday, by the way. Second Wind is on Sunday Fun Day, which is going to be on Sunday. Also on Sunday, the Mental Health Awareness Day at Fort Bragg, Harley-Davidson. So, maybe you have a long day on Saturday. Go check yourself out on Sunday at Fort Bragg, Harley-Davidson for Mental Health Awareness Day. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Food truck vendors raffle speaker. And that is at Fort Bragg, Harley-Davidson, Fort Fayetteville, North Carolina. I might have to attend that after doing a couple months of this. April 6th, also Sunday, is the 36th annual Witten Center Bub Lollis Ride. Now, this is going to be leaving out of the Witten Center campus in Clinton, South Carolina. Historic Clinton, South Carolina. Beautiful downtown area there. Meet at 12 p.m. Kickstands up at 3:30 p.m. There's a 50/50. There's shirts available. There's going to be live music, and it's going to be a good time. Like I said, anytime you got something going on, it's the 36th annual. They've got their stuff together. It's a good event that's carried them through for that long. So make sure you go check that out. It's a great event. And there you have it. That is what we've got going on this weekend. Now, we do have some upcoming things like April 19th through the 27th, which is Outer Banks Bike Week. The Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine will be out there partying with our family at Outer Banks Harley Davidson and Law Tigers and a couple other. They've got this handy dandy calendar right here that's also on the back of this month's magazine that includes midget wrestling. But guess what, guys? You got to have tickets for that. That's the QR codes. And those are also available, I believe, on Outer Banks Harley Davidson's website. But if you want to be ringside with the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine and Law Tigers for the midget wrestling, you got to get your tickets, man, because they are going to sell out and it's going to be a great time. So make sure you get that. Also, while you're out there, the last Saturday of Outer Banks Bike Week is always the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Outer Banks Bike Week Bike Show. Let's see. Hate you miss. Well, Mozi, my boy, I'm telling you what, always good to see you on here. The fun part about that is Mark got pulled away at the last minute. Busy man that he is. Cassidy did fill in with us and went over the stuff, but we were just talking about how the race team's going to be there this weekend. Wanted to pick Mark's brain about how they got back involved in racing, bringing that proud tradition back to Raleigh. But we'll have to catch up with him another time. But man, I appreciate you tuning in, and like I said, maybe we'll get Mark back on here later on where we can get a little more in depth. Cassidy, Lover's Death, got thrown to the wolves there last minute and said, "Hey, I'm sitting in," but I thought she did a good job. So there we have it. Now back to this free bike show, Outer Banks Bike Week, Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine bike show. That is April 26th. It's a noon to 4 thing. It's the best parking spot on the parking lot. So make sure you come out and check it out. And now we give the awards away right after the International Bikini Team contest. So it's not a hard thing to stay on the property. Look at the vendors. There's going to be live music, bikini contests, and it's a free bike show, but we'll be giving away some cash prizes, and the Full Throttle Choice Award always gets invited to our wintertime bike show, the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine custom bike show in the Greensboro Coliseum. So be there, take home some money, get a good parking spot, have some fun. Also coming up Saturday, May 3rd is a $1,000 poker run put on by Infidels MC Sanford chapter, which is also starting out at Tobacco Road Harley Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina. And as promised in the notes for this live, man, we've got Myrtle Beach Rally hotspots, and we're working on some more for the May issue. But the big news, guys, is Barefoot Landing is back. The vendor spot that we all know and love and been going to for years got taken away and was not present last year. They tried to come back in the fall, and they are back full force for the spring rally. Look at all those logos, man. They've got all kinds of good stuff going on, and they've added to it since then. So make sure you put Barefoot Landing back on the list. Go by there. Check out the vendors they've got stacked up there. That's right by the House of Blues and Alabama Theater, too, so there's always something going on. Also, Ladd's Sports Bar, which is on Kings Highway in Myrtle Beach. They've got some Myrtle Beach Bike Week highlights coming up with live music, vendors, entertainment, beer tubs, and outdoor patio. If you've never been to Ladd's, you need to make the spring rally where you stop by and check them out. Or, I mean, shit, they're open during the week, too, as you can see by their weekly schedule. But also be down there, hang out with the Full Throttle crew at Ladd's during Bike Week. Going to be a big time. Pop's Place in Myrtle Beach is putting their bid in for your Bike Week dollars. Stop by and check them out because they got good food and cheap drinks, all kinds of great stuff, buckets of beer, all kinds of stuff like that. It is a locals favorite for 27 years and have been a supporter of the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine for a few years of that too. So make sure you check them out there. Also on Kings Highway in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're doing a couple of bike shows down there. Let's see. Hold on a second. Pause for that. Mozi chiming in. It says everyone involved with Mad Monkey Motorsports would like to thank Mark and Tobacco Road for their support and sponsorship. Everyone should realize that when a dealership sponsors an independent race team or rider, that they are supporting their customers. Thanks again for your continued support. Much love and gratitude. And that is a fact, y'all. And this is no easy task for Mark and Tobacco Road. To keep these guys going. I see some other racers, Can't Stop Vintage Racing just popped on to the Instagram, so they know what we're talking about. He does. Good to see you, James. But yeah, absolutely. And Mozi's a supporting hand there too, man. So look, man, we appreciate everything because they put on a hell of a show for us. So big deal all the way around. But yes, absolutely. Tobacco Road Harley Davidson does deserve that. Thanks. I appreciate you popping on there for that. Back in Myrtle Beach, the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Myrtle Beach Bike Rally Bike Show. This is our 4th annual one for this. We've done it 4 times in the spring. We've done it 4 times in the fall. It's become a really big bike show. Another free bike show at Bubba's Bar and Grill on Dick Pond Road. That's going to be Saturday, May 17th, 1 to 4 p.m. We got cash prizes. Our friends from the Carolina Biker Lawyers will be there for that. And man, we packed this place out and have a big time. So if you got a show bike, come out and party with us again. The best in show gets some cash and gets invited to the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine Custom Bike Show in the Greensboro Coliseum. New for this year, we're doing a chopper and antique motorcycle show at Barnacle Bill's. This will be on Wednesday, May 14th in Myrtle's Inlet. The Chop Suey Chopper and Antique Motorcycle Show with the coveted Chrome Toaster Awards. Another free registration show. Bring your choppers, bring your antiques, man. Let's see what you got. You could take home a custom pinstriped Chrome Toaster. Oh, man, you're not going to want to miss out on that. It's better than any award that you've ever seen, man. Let's see. You need a class for us. Where at? Which one? Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, absolutely. You know what? we might end up doing that, man. Now for next year's custom bike show in the Greensboro Coliseum, we are adding a display for vintage race bikes. James has been good enough with a couple of my friends to bring some cool old flathead race bikes that they're doing on the Sons of Speed circuit, man, which is also something you need to check out while you're at Daytona, Tennessee, and now I believe they've moved out to Colorado too. Very cool stuff, man. But yeah, absolutely. And there's a vintage class at the Bubba's Bike Show as well, but this is well suited for those antiques. But man, definitely in Greensboro, man, bring that thing out. I love looking at them. I know everybody else does too. But that's Wednesday, May 14th at Barnacle Bill's. Bring out your choppers, bring out your antiques, and we'll have a good time there. Other upcoming events, the OTR Back of the Dragon Motorcycle and Hot Rod Rally in Tazewell, Virginia will be June 6th through 8th. Thunder Roads Harley Davidson sponsors the South Central Bike Fest June 13th through 14th in Chase City, Virginia. Also a big event that you should be at. And there's many, many more. If you want to see those, they're on our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com. But those are the ones that made it here. So that's what we've got going on for you. Also at the bottom of this, go out and buy a shirt, man. That puts bread money in our mouth right there. But that's what we've got going on for you this weekend. Lots of great events, and then into the future with the upcoming events. If you want to get your events in here, man, all you got to do is send them to us. We'll talk it over, see what we can't do to get them listed in the magazine, online, on Facebook, email blast, text blast, whatever, man. We'll take care of you. But that's what we've got, man. It's Friday. It's sunny outside. Let's go riding. There's your list of events. So let's get to it. That's 36 minutes of your life that you've completely wasted. You'll never get them back, but I appreciate you spending with me. Get out there, ride your motorcycle, and have some fun. We'll see you next week. If I hit the right button.